Hello, Penny Pinchers. So it is Friday night, and it's about almost 7:30, and still got a lot to do, but in the interest of time, so you have something to gauge whether or not you're coming out tomorrow, we're going to go ahead and do the video now. Just keep in mind that we still are putting out quite a bit of clothes, and there's a little other work that has to be done, straighten up, clean up. You'll see what I'm talking about. But nothing that should impact whether or not you want to come out here. So let's go ahead and do a quick scan, do a flyby on the retail. And then let's dive into those awesome looking bins we got out here. All right. Yeah, we got some shoes, some boxed shoes. So we'll get those figured out first thing in the morning. It's just not enough time today to do everything. So the stuff's sitting over there on my desk or around my desk that we still need to figure out. If you want to just approach, you want some of it, we can strike a deal on any of it. That's fine. I'm down with that. And you may notice, if you've been watching the videos for a while, whereas our prices were 25% off, 50% off, 75% off, there's a slight evolution here. Now they're 20%, 40%, 60%, and 80%. And then we still have the blowout. All right. So, going to be kind of hard to maneuver everything. And as you can see, there's the boss lady. Hey, boss lady. Hello. And still a lot of clothes. The clothes are all brand new. And we got some weather appropriate clothing over here. We got some jackets and some vests and some nice looking winter type wear. And that's going to definitely look different by the time you get here tomorrow morning. We got some very snazzy looking clothing in this sale. Excuse me, boss lady. Y'all want to take a sneak peek where the sausage is being made?
Got some really pretty children's stuff, pajamas, all kinds of neat stuff.
And the crew, they worked from 8 o'clock this morning all the way up until, good gosh, 6 o'clock this evening near about. So they put in a long, hard day, and we still got work to do. A lot of stuff in these bins. The office supply bins, they're kind of labor intensive. Pulling out all those heavy jugs and all that, and it's some of them are a mess. They leak. We got to get rid of those. We got to clean up. So they can be labor intensive. Look at this. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. You want to try that on? I might have to marry you if you would put that on.
Looks teeny tiny.
Yeah. But that is beautiful. Now I'm not going to be able to make my way down this side of the bin, so I'm going to have to do some reaching and see if I can show you both sides of these large bins as we go down. Got a trash can down there and some cleaning supplies there. But lots of consumables. Lots of consumables. We got soda, we got Gatorade, we got coffee, we got, Crunch bars, and we got a little bit of everything. Got cookies. So, creamer, wherever that is, cases of water. This is probably, this needs to go in the Christmas stuff. But, and something else Yvette wanted me to make sure I told you, she has not had a chance to get to her kitty bin. She just got home with our grandson.
To go get, retail.
Yeah, and we had some supper, and then we came right out here. But we're going to do some digging tonight and show you some items that are in here. Just a tremendous amount of good items. And everything will be $12 a piece on Saturday morning. And you got a lot of $50, $60 items, and probably some more than that. But a lot. A heated ice scraper, okay. Hadn't seen one of those before. Careful, don't break your glass. Lackadaisy, the card game. Okay. What is that there? laptop stand maybe. And cordless spin scrubber. Something in there. So, whew, that's heavy, whatever it is. Post to beam. Oh, okay, like anchors. No wonder it's heavy. So, as it turns out, the big online store that starts with A, the 10 pallets I bought from them, 5 of them were just like general household goods, kind of like what we're seeing right here, coffee pots and the ice savers, things like that. The other 5 pallets were more of a home improvement nature. So that's the mix that we figured out as we went through the day. Purifying pet fountain. Like that. Take a couple more items out of this bin and then we'll go on to the next one. Scissor mug. Okay. So the scissor, it looks like scissors, but it's not. That's just your handle. Okay. Got some remote controlled lights. See, there's a remote control in there. There's one of those vegetable shredders, slicers. All right, a lot of merchandise. There's one of those old school anti-theft devices. Nobody's turning that steering wheel. Don't forget to check underneath the bins and look at the boxes at the end of the bins. And speaking of which, we got some paper products down here. And oh my goodness, these bins are full. All right, let's talk about these hand soap, sanitizers, lotions, all this stuff for a quick second. So all of these large jugs, which I call the refill size, they're all $3 a piece. They range anywhere from $10 to $15, $18 or more each if you bought them in the store. I'm a poet and didn't know it. And all the paper products are just $1 a piece. And we have more hand sanitizers, Gojo, soaps, lotions. So we will more than likely, we'll see how it goes later in the week. We may have a fill-a-bag deal just on some of the cleaning supplies so we can work that inventory down just a bit. It's taking up a lot of real estate right now. All right, what do we got here? Cornhole Ace. So got a cornhole pack. Looks like it's got the bags and I don't know what all. Cornhole. Well, that's going to have to be opened up. We don't know what's in there. Kind of light. Got some strainers. Come as a kit. Oh, okay. Check this out. Kind of a big box. Got a game controller right there. Guess this is for cooking eggs. 7-egg cooker. Okay. I guess there's some underneath too, because I only see 4. Oh, okay. They go around in a circle and you got one in the middle. All right. Put 7 eggs in there. Here's a little bagel toaster. Okay. And we will have to open up some boxes. There's a hard hat. So you get anything and everything. Now this pillow, I wonder what the story is behind it. Is it just a dirty pillow, or is that the color of it, the way it came? Was it come from Woodstock? I don't know. But anyway, there's that. Smart Wi-Fi outdoor dimmer. Okay. That's kind of cool. Control it with your phone. How cool is that? Storage container. I think there's a couple of them in there. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to dig too deep. This stuff is thick. And as soon as you start digging out, more falls in. So, tremendous amount of stuff in these bins this week. But that's the way we like it. Gives you something to come back and look at other days of the week. So you can hopefully get through there and pick out all your premium stuff on Saturday that you're looking for. And then you have plenty of good reasons to come back and see us the rest of the week. Hot air popcorn popper. Put that right there. Heavy duty shackle kit. Now this was in retail and was reduced to daily price. That probably should be on a shelf. It's just so daggum heavy. Digital display headset. Okay. Krupp's coffee and spice grinder. Those are always popular. More than a new idea. Okay, I think these are the earphones that go around behind your ear and conduct the sound through the bones or behind. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard good things. Never bit the bullet and tried them. This is a liquid wire and cable pulling lubricant. We're going to put it somewhere over here just to kind of get that out. We'll put it over here with the glue, and we'll look at it again. We'll get back over there to it. All right, what else we got over here? It's one of those home improvement items. Got a toilet paper holder. All right, I think we're gonna dig out a couple more things here and then we're gonna move on. There's a little space heater for you. And, oh, Nordic dry boot glove and headwear dryer. Oh, that's cool. It's a nice item. Just stick your boot or your gloves or your hoodie or whatever on there. Still finding Christmas stuff coming out of these bins. There's a two-way radio, 2-pack. Orifice like the ones we use. Ones we got, we really like them, and they work quite well. Somebody was asking me the other day if those were for sale. Well, there you go. Looking for some two-way radios? Right there by the post, right there by the thermostat. If that was you. And now I told them the same thing I tell everybody. If you want me to look out for you for something, I may not remember who it was asking me for it, but if you watch the videos, I usually remember what I'm being asked for. My old stroke damaged brain can only handle so much. But there they are. If that was you. And honestly, some of the stuff I ain't got a clue on. Looks like good stuff. I just can't tell you what it is. Here's a 9-in-1 multifunctional electric cleaning brush. Okay. And we got some oven mitts. What else we got down here? That's got some weight to it. Is that curtains or what is that? Don't know. Width 72, length 84. I'm thinking those are curtains. We're gonna go with that. It's like a wrist brace. I think it is. Left and extra large, it says. A golf glove. 2 premium leather golf gloves. Wow. Are they in there? They are. Cool beans. That's an item worth getting up for. Speaking of getting up, come on out here by 7:30 a.m. if you want to be guaranteed to get into the lottery for the entry. We hand out the raffle tickets. Once everybody is here and they got a raffle ticket, usually about 10:15 till, we look down the driveway and see if there's anybody else coming. And if not, we go on and start our raffle. A wireless 1D laser barcode reader. Okay, that's cool. Here's some more liquid that I'm going to take out of the bins. I'll stick it over here. We'll be back to be continued. So what else we got over here? Some tape. So we got a mix of home improvement, office supply, Amazon, the big online store, and of course lost mail. So we got a pretty good amount of lost mail, quite a bit of Amazon. So it's about a 3-way split between the big online store. Yep, there's some paint. Good gracious, we got too much liquid over there. Set that right there. So we'll continuously work on that. A lot of this stuff, we won't even have seen it before you will, because it's just too much. There are literally thousands of items in the store. So it's an impossibility for us to see everything. So keep in mind, if you see something that you don't think should be in there, bring it to our attention and let us get it out of there. Anything that's sharp or of a inappropriate type manner, we don't want that in there. And we certainly didn't mean for it to be in there. And we will take care of it for you. Well, what is that? Okay. We got some good merchandise, y'all, and a lot of it. Let's take a look here on the end bin and remind you that we have these face masks. So, 'tis the season for flus and COVID and all that junk. If you want to put a layer of protection on, there you go. You get 50 of them in a box for $1. Or if you're really, you want to share the wealth with your friends, buy a whole case for $25, and there's 40 boxes in a case. While we're back here, 2,000. Yep, 2,000. And this sitting up here is not a pillow, so don't play with it too much. It's actually floor wax, and we got more of them in the case down there. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that here in a second, but don't poke a hole in that. We'll get that moved. We'll get that moved for you. But we have some batteries hanging up there. Brita. Nope, not Brita. Yep, Brita. That's a name I'm familiar with. So we got some Brita filtration system items here. So I think this bin's gonna be a lot of home improvement items. Oh, check that out. Nice. It's a nice pan. We got some light bulbs that change colors. Smart Wi-Fi light bulbs. Kind of cool. Moisturizer. What's this? Refillable propane cylinder. Yeah, we better take that out of there. And let's see what else we got. There's an exercise ball. A heavy-duty hose of some sort. There's some... What the heck is that? I don't know. Looks like it's something you can stick to the wall on a temporary basis that will hold up your utensils. Man, I don't know what that is. Try to take out a couple more things. It's just a old school extension cord. Got some door locks, door knobs. Rechargeable light array headlamp. Light array. Okay, we are at 18 minutes on the video now, so I am going to pause it right there and come back, and we're going to do a part 2. All right.